Can everyone hear me? Okay. So it's no secret I've talked about this for a long time, but in January 2014, social service agencies in Pueblo started to see a huge increase in out-of-state individuals and in families requesting shelter and services. A limited number have benefits and housing from out of state. Some came to work in the industry and used marijuana, and people didn't come to our community to be homeless, but they ended up homeless because they had such limited resources and agencies here just could not handle it. Exacerbating the problem was that many of our new folks from out of state often come with severe mental and physical disabilities, and they receive disability as their primary form of payment.
We've also had responses such as, be sure to lock everything up. These comments come from individual Coloradoans that apparently knew of Pueblo's past and challenges that we've had with drugs and crime. In all my visits to this point, I had not seen any of these items of concern, he continues. I had in fact seen the growth of new stores, restaurants, and businesses. That being said, I was recently in Colorado meeting with potential customers on a substantial multi-year project in Pueblo. I stayed at the hotel, we didn't list the hotel name for obvious reasons, downtown, and in the morning when loading up my rental car, I was shocked at what I saw in the daylight that I did not see the night before. I had parked in the back row along the fence behind the hotel, and in the grass in the parking spaces along the fence line were empty mini bottles of alcohol, and worse, syringes. In all my travels in nearly 20 years in the industry through a multitude of cities, large and small, I've never had to walk around syringes to get to my car. Needless to say, I was stunned, called the front desk staff, and to make them aware of the situation, which they were equally stunned.
Young people are educated about the dangers of drug abuse, including marijuana. Although it is legal for adults, it is illegal for minors, and there is ample evidence of the damage done to youth who use it. The problem is particularly acute in Pueblo, as evidenced by the Healthy Kids Colorado survey. We'll just cite you a few statistics because this is a little frightening. Tried marijuana for the first time before the age of 13. Colorado average 9.2%, Pueblo 15.8%. Used marijuana one or more times during the last 30 days. And these, remember, are high school students, okay? 21.2% in Colorado, 30.1% in Pueblo. Drove when they had been using marijuana one or more times during the past 30 days. Colorado average 10%, Pueblo average 20.5%. Feel it would be sort of easy or very easy to get marijuana if they wanted. 55.7% statewide, 63.9% in
Management system indicates that since 2013 it has over doubled, gone from 60 calls to 198. Total marijuana related crime offenses since last year was 508, and 2014 was 508, and 2015 is 626. Interestingly, they were able to capture at the city who were non-residents that hadn't been here within a year, and those that were known to be residents or at least claimed to be residents. And it was about half and half. So out of 626 marijuana-related crimes, we have 277 non-residents and or homeless, and that's either self-proposed homeless or known to be homeless, and 349 that were known to be residents or claimed to be residents of Pueblo for more than a year. So that kind of gives you I'm not saying this is causation or causal in effect, but there's definitely a correlation that we can draw from the statistical data from both the city and the county. And we have this quick fact sheet here that I think Jack put 15 or so in the back there. If you
was
want
to talk about how the intersection of three critical issues, which were a growing drug culture, was crime, and was vagrancy, have resulted in huge problems in 5 major areas. And we've had report outs from each one of those 5 areas by some very dedicated people, and the rest of our team who didn't speak have been actively involved in this all along. So, I can't say enough about the great people that we've had get together to get this movement started. But remember, it's just started. what we need now is we need that community support. We need people willing to work with us. We need people who are willing to stand up and put some sweat equity in helping to make Pueblo a better place. I